हेलो एंड वेलकम टू क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट। मैं हूं सौम्य कपूर और इंडिया का वर्ल्ड कप कैंपेन बहुत अच्छे फेज में है। 8 में से 8 मैचेस जीत लिए हैं। देर ऑल ऑलरेडी इनटू द सेमीफाइनल्स। उनके साथ सेमीफाइनल कौन खेलेगा इसके पीछे बहुत सारे परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशंस है। बट बिफोर दैट डिस्कशन, बिफोर मूविंग टू दैट डिस्कशन, श्रीलंका बांग्लादेश का जो मैच हो रहा है दिल्ली में अरुण जेटली स्टेडियम में, उसमें बहुत कंट्रोवर्सी हुई आफ्टर एंजेलो मैथ्यूज वाज गिवन टाइम्ड आउट। और इसके बारे में और चर्चा करने के लिए मेरे साथ जुड़ने के श्रीनिवास राव, साहिल मल्होत्रा, जेबी ऑल्टर एंड चेतन नरोला। श्रीनी, यू वेलकम टू क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल गाइस। और श्रीनी, आपने सबसे पहले ऑफ कैमरा एक चीज पूछी थी, क्या शाकिब गलत थे? क्या शाकिब गलत है या क्या अंपायर्स गलत थे? व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से? मैं धीरे धीरे सबके पास आऊंगा, बट आई विल स्टार्ट विद यू फर्स्ट।
I'll make a very to start the conversation. I'll make a very simple point.
शो कौन देख रहा था?
श्रीनी, आपने सबसे पहले ऑफ कैमरा एक चीज पूछी, क्या शाकिब गलत थे? क्या शाकिब गलत है या क्या अंपायर?
कोई तो देख रहा है।
कोई तो देख रहा है।
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Something wrong. Okay. So to start the conversation, I'll make a very simple point. Was Shakib Al Hasan right in appealing? Okay, let's take this step by step. Was he right in appealing? Under the laws of the game, he was right to make the appeal. Does anybody agree? Everybody agree on this part?
Yes.
Under the laws of the game, he was right to appeal. Okay.
Yeah.
What transpired, where Angelo Mathews was coming from, all of that is secondary. He had the right to appeal. He appealed. Okay. What my take on the issue is that the bowler has appealed. Somewhere the field umpire or the umpires adjudicating the game have to step in and take a prudent call here. The blame does not and cannot lie with Shakib Al Hasan for appealing. 1 second, Chetan, let me complete that and then you come in. The blame cannot lie with Shakib Al Hasan for appealing. I don't know where we are going with this whole spirit thing. The point is, he was well within the rules to appeal for a dismissal. Whether he was out, not out, becomes secondary. I am happy to discuss it. But the primary thing remains that he was well within his rights to raise an appeal. Okay?
Yeah.
That and Mohandas Menon's tweet, which I had no idea, his tweet, I retweeted it. That actually adds to the point that I was making. I'll read it out in verbatim. If the batter is timed out without coming onto the field, the batting captain can decide which batter should be timed out. Therefore, if Angelo Mathews had not come out on the field, any Sri Lankan player following him would have been timed out. So this had nothing to do with the helmet or the strap. This had to do with the time. Clearly, the rule was 3 minutes, which has been brought down to 2 minutes, which means that it is an important thing. It has been considered. People are kind of worried about it at some level, and that's why it's been given a rethought. The rule has been given a rethought. So there are other ways you could have conveyed. And I think blaming Shakib is not the right thing. That's all.
Yeah.
Let the umpire take this thing. Now, what is the umpire supposed to do then? Just go by the rule of the game. Everything else has to be the player's headache. Go by the spirit of the game, understand the situation, understand the scenario. I think it's a little unfair.
Yeah, Chetan.
So there are two ways to look at it. First of all, obviously Shakib was right to appeal. Forget the spirit of the game. It's just something made up to suit yourself. Or to suit English cricket mostly. Lekin he was right to appeal. There's no doubt about that. Okay? However, the umpire has to have a say. I agree with Srini there. Where I blame Shakib is where Angelo asked the umpires and then the umpires asked Shakib to reconsider his appeal. Us point pe, Shakib had made his point. He had made his point that you are late. He could have been magnanimous. Why? Because Angelo Mathews was not gaining. As stupid it was, because you're a batsman, आप अंदर बैठे हो, आपको पता है अगली बैटिंग आनी है, आप अपना हेलमेट चेक कर लो यार. क्लब लेवल पे सब लोग चेक कर लेते हैं. This is international cricket. But चलो हो गया. He was not gaining an advantage. And एक बॉल खेल के वो हेलमेट चेंज कर लेता तो फिर we have seen so many times विराट कोहली को हमने देखा है, हर स्पिन के ओवर में उसको कैप पहननी होती है, हेलमेट देना होता है, you know, in that, so it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Steve Smith, he has one person sitting on the boundary with 3 pairs of gloves. Every 2 overs he changes gloves. Every damn 2 overs he changes gloves. So ये बहुत होता है. Angelo Mathews could have played 1 ball, changed his helmet, everything was hunky dory. So Shakib had made his point. When Angelo appealed to him, the umpire asked him to reconsider. Then he said no, which is where I blame Shakib, because he is a prima donna. He is a diva. He thinks he's bigger than the game. The way he's behaved in the past.
Just remind me to disagree with that one point.
That's fine. You can disagree. That's fine.
There's nothing wrong in being a prima donna.
No.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, it's nothing.
Virat Kohli thinks he's prima donna, so can Shakib.
There's nothing wrong in being the prima donna. There's wrong in thinking you're bigger than the game, and that is how Shakib behaves. Simple as that. He was wrong.
No, we are digressing from the immediate fact right now.
Why? Yeah, exactly. What? Anyway.
Yeah, Sahil.
No, so clearly, see, first आपने appeal किया, it could have been a gentle nudge appeal. You're just making the batsman conscious of what's happening there. Now, when you're changing the helmet, all these tactics which we have seen in the past, I'll quickly share one small incident from a Ranji Trophy game where Bengal was playing Delhi at the then Firozshah Kotla Stadium. Manoj Tiwari, under fading light, tried to play the clock and he kind of nudged Gautam Gambhir there. It became a huge issue because there Tiwari was trying to gain an advantage by doing that helmet trick. But this was, as funny as it looked like, it was an honest mistake, an oversight where a wrong helmet he came out wearing. He wanted to change that, didn't realize there was a timeout rule in play. Shakib was well within his rights then to kind of nudge it to the umpire. But when Angelo went to Shakib kind of played very cocky there. Just go and talk to the umpire. Boss, you have made the appeal, so kind of you were there in the picture then. And, the whole spirit of the game thing, I think that should be kind of ignored for now because he's just going by the book. Agar aap spirit of cricket ki baat karoge, then marketing jo hota hai, uske upar itna charcha ho raha hai. Even that falls into this prism, right? So again, Shakib appealing was fine. Usne appeal kiya, theek kiya. But when Angelo was trying to make his point there, so someone like an umpire, umpires have been acting really funny. Even in yesterday's game, एक bold dismissal के लिए umpire went to the third umpire. Then there was daylight between the gloves and the stumps, and a leg umpire couldn't spot what was happening there. So I think the umpires need to be really, keeping an eye on what's happening there. And today they could have played they could have played a better peacemaker out there in the middle because rules are there for everyone, and it's not that black and white, and that's where the umpire comes into play.
Yeah. Srini, quickly, I'll take a comment.
Let Jamie make his
just 1 second. एक छोटा सा point, just छोटा सा. And Shakib, you can say whatever things you want to have to say about him, but I think right now it's important to just treat this incident in isolation and not consider what he has done in the past. क्या बोला, क्या कैसा personality है. Let's leave that aside. But he is a volatile character. Agreed. But yeah.
I was coming to that. Jimmy, do you think this has been done, from a Shakib Al Hasan led team, इसलिए इतना बड़ा controversy हो रहा है because there's pass attached to that player. ये इसलिए इतना बड़ा news बना दिया.
That is one more important thing. Please,
Jimmy,
I want to hear.
Shakib is at fault. Angelo Mathews is an idiot, and cricket is the stupidest game when it comes to rules. Okay, I'll say this. Angelo Mathews is one of the slowest people to get to the crease. He's very laid back. It's a very shnunken, chilled out thing. Okay, Sahil mentioned it. Chetan mentioned it. Angelo Mathews, this is his 3rd World Cup. Okay, he's lucky to even be at this World Cup. Again, he did nothing wrong. ये बंदा helmet पहन के आया था. हम सब कहीं ना कहीं, चाहे स्कूल हो या यूनिवर्सिटी हो या 2 हफ्ते पहले हो, in my case, हम सब helmet डाल के बैठ चुके हैं. ठीक है. Helmet एक ऐसी चीज है कि guard के साथ, it's one thing, you make sure these two things are perfectly fit. Okay, a helmet is a very uncomfortable experience for many of us. Okay, it tugs at your chin. आपका पहला reaction होता है जब आप वो buckle डालते हो ना, आप check करते हो. You're telling me this guy was not aware कि उसका buckle strap टूटा है? That too against the team. Shakib Al Hasan, I'll go with Chetan. Chetan unfortunately didn't go the whole distance. This is the most volatile, prima donna, arrogant cricketer I have seen. Go to his Wikipedia page. There are 11. जो 11 हम खेलते हैं, he has 11 instances. इसने stumps उखाड़े हैं, इसने fan को bat मारा है, इसने crotch को दिखाया umpire को. This is a man who believes he's bigger than the game. Virat Kohli thing is bigger than the game is no comparison. This man he's been banned. He's been banned for abuse. He's been banned for violence, physical aggression. He's been suspended for not revealing bookie claims. This is the most dubious character playing cricket that I have ever seen. Okay. Angelo Mathews should have been aware that in दो teams के बीच there's bad blood. ये नागिन dance वाला team है. He should not have left an inch for Shakib. बाकी 9 captains ये नहीं करते. Shakib ये करेगा. He's within his rights to do it. But Shakib is a player, is looking for that one leeway कि मैं सामने वाली team का खून कैसे खोलूं. This is where Angelo Mathews is wrong. Beyond this, I come back to what you mentioned, Soumya, the umpires. I know a lot of you love cricket, a lot of you love tennis, football. I love cricket more than any other sport. It is the most stupid sport when it comes to rules. No game in the history of mankind has had more tinkering done. Why are we still having a rule where MCC says, oh, it's 3 minutes? No, but ICC will say 2 minutes. Why are we having these rules? Why are we still, every time a stupid rule is flouted or pushed, we come back to that idiotic phrase, spirit of cricket. The bigger picture is not Shakib. It's not Angelo Mathews. It's the umpires and rules. Cricket is the stupidest sport when it comes to rules, and it will remain the stupidest sport until the umpires take more, until they're educated more, until they grow a spine, until the ICC grows a pair.
And I just want to add to what just Jamie said, ठीक है, umpires के बारे में जो है, I want to add about Shakib here. You cannot say कि a player's character does not play a role in how he's behaving on the field or what sort of decision he's taking on the field. No, it does. It does. When a player
absolutely it does
has a past history of transgressions, it absolutely does play a role how he is going to behave on the field. Absolutely does. Absolutely. And Shakib has actually proven it today. If anything, he's actually proven this today.
I beg to differ on this. My simple take is I'm going to go with the simple fact that, see, I do understand where Jamie is coming from. You know, Shakib has a past, whatever it is, it's a bad past. He's been like held for too many transgressions, you know, at times like kind of, you know, more than, you know, what is considered normal. Those things have been held against him, and rightly so. Fair enough. I'm going to just stick to this point today. Okay. Spirit of the game. I don't, you know, Jamie mentioned it's a stupid game. Fair enough. On that very subject. Right now, here is the point. Why are we having this discussion? We are having this discussion, and there is this debate happening here because between the 5 of us, we are disagreeing on what prevails what. Spirit over law, law over spirit. Where does it intertwine? Okay. Where do you draw the line? Cricket mein, that is often the line that is questioned. Where do you draw the line? For example, in 2020, I remember a Ricky Ponting quote on Ravichandran Ashwin, non-striker end, where he said, in my team, this will not happen. We don't play it this way, right? Something on those lines. Okay. Which in hindsight to me sounded very stupid. I'm sorry to say, big man, very big man. But in hindsight, that quote sounded very stupid. Problem with us is, why not toe the simple law of the game? Why are we getting emotional about this? The problem is we tend to get emotional about this while the onus should be on remaining practical. We are talking about a law that is etched in the game. It is very clearly demarcated. There is no two ways about it. If the player doesn't understand the law, let him pay for it. We can have a debate on morals and ethics off the field, you know, over a beer, over a cup of tea. The point is not that. The point is on the field, when there has been a law which has not been followed, I think the player is well within his rights to raise it. The umpire is well within his rights to whatever, you know, kind of give the dismissal. I'm saying a lot of this confusion will go out of the window if we were to just stick to the rules of the game. So all of this, what Jamie also mentioned, you know, stupid game, MCC versus ICC. I'm saying just stick with the laws of the game. Whoever is listening here, I'm saying it's not just about us. Whoever is, you know, so-called gatekeepers of the game, if they're listening, the point, what they need to do is just kind of go through the laws once again and stick to it. There have been some great voices who have talked about Ravichandran Ashwin's run out on non-strikers and being against the spirit of the game. What is against the spirit of the game? Against the spirit of the game is calling it mankading. The dismissal itself is not against the spirit of the game. It is well within the rules of the game. That's my point.
Yeah. So moving on, अब थोड़ा
Jamie wanted to make a point.
Yeah, Jamie.
I'm saying just to pick up on what you said, but that is the problem, right? It's been 150 years. They cannot stick to one rule, right? If the rule for one day is 3 minutes, why have you shaved off 1 minute for the World Cup? I don't get it. It is idiotic. There are 3 different time rules for the formats. I'm okay with that. यहाँ पे आपने one day के ऊपर आपने वहाँ भी change किया. It just shows why for 150 years this game, to many non-cricket followers, it's stupid. If it's 3 minutes, stick to 3 minutes. यहाँ पे 2 minute क्यों किया आपने?
I think the rule has been changed, Jamie. Rule has been brought down to 2 minutes.
No, 3 minutes only for ICC events. It comes down to 2 minutes. Why?
Yeah. Oh, okay, that way. Why? Only
Why?
for ICC. Okay. Just show me the picture
Why?
again.
If I can have the picture again.
Yeah. Look at this picture. Angelo is going to the Bangladesh players, and he's not happy about the breaks. But that is within the rules. See, the point is he could have just come, as who Chetan said. I think you could have come, played one ball, and then gone ahead and whatever, got your helmet changed or whatever. You were with. Why not respect the rules? Okay, I agree with the 3 and 2. I didn't know about it just being relevant for the ICC matches. I had no idea about it.
Yeah,
I thought
why can't
it
you
was
just
in
stick
general.
to the rules? Yeah, why can't you just?
I
stick
thought
to
it
the
was
rules?
in general to 2 minutes. I didn't know it is only for ICC.